Hello students, I am Mr. Mukund Soni. Today we are discussing and solving the practice set 1.3 from chapter Rational and Irrational Number from subject Mathematics of 8th grade SSC Maharashtra board. So students, let's discuss practice set 1.3. Students, note down the practice set in your notebook. Keep your notebook and textbook with you. You can copy the steps along with me, or else you can observe the step. You can stop the video and try the steps by yourself. While solving the practice set, you need to focus on division. That is the most important thing in this practice set. From practice set, we are going to solve question number 1, which is write the following rational numbers in decimal form. So when you write any number in P upon Q form, it becomes rational number, and then you turn it into some decimal form, that is by performing complete division by long division method. So we are going to perform the same method while solving this practice set. Focus on the screen. From question number 1, we are going to solve very first question. Keep in mind, even if you do not write the question, but you need to give a proper question number so that you can cross check your answers and we can able to check your answers as well. Now question is 9 upon 37. Rewrite the number, that is 9 upon 37, in the answer, and we are going to find answer for it. Now to do so, we will need to divide 9 by 37. So 37 is divisor, 9 is going to be our dividend. So student, 37 is divisor, 9 is dividend. I kept some space to use while solving the question and finding the answer. Now let's start division. To do the division, we need to know the table of 37, which we don't know. Then we have to create the table for 37. To create the table for 37, do not use the pages at the back of your notebook. Do your calculation by drawing a right hand side margin. If you see, the margin in a green color on our right hand side is used or going to be used only for doing rough work such as making table or doing multiplication, etc. So I am going to make a table. So first number is itself 37 for us. Then add 37 into 37 itself, which will be 374. Now add 37 in 74. 7 plus 4 11 carries 1. 3 plus 7 plus carry 1, that is again 11. Now add 37 into 111. How? First add 7 to this one from the unit place and write the answer exactly below 1. Now add this 3 to the second digit, that is 1 here. Then it will become 4 and keep this 1 as it is. Now repeat the process. Add 7 to the 8, 15 carries 1. Then add 3 to the second number digit, that is 4, plus 3 plus 1, that becomes 8, and the 1 as it is. Now repeat the process again. 12 carries 1, plus 3 4, plus 8 12. Now this time we have a carry, and that carry we are going to add into this one here. So it will become 2. Now keep going on. 7 plus 2 9, 3 plus 2 5, and the 2 as it is. 7 plus 9 16 carries 1. 3 plus 1 4, plus 5 9, and 2 as it is. Then 13 carries 1, again 13 carries 1, and 2 plus 1, that is carry 1 from the 13 here. The carry 1 will come to this 2. 2 plus that 1 is 3, and now at the end it becomes 370. To save your time of finding quotient each time, immediately give the numbers for each place, that is 37 ones are 37, 37 twos are 74, 37 threes are 111, and so on. So even if you cannot memorize each and every table, you can use this method, or if you can memorize the table, then use the tables from your memory. Now let's begin for the solution ahead. As we can see, 9 is not available in the table of 37. Then what we are going to do is take a 0 as a quotient, and 0 will be subtracted from 9. Your subtraction will be 9 as it is, because getting subtracted by 0 do not change the answer. Now we do not have any more digits in the dividend. Whenever you come across such a situation, you should do putting decimal point in the quotient and the dividend. So I put it the first in a dividend, and then I noted down the decimal into quotient. What is the benefit of putting this decimal point? Due to putting this decimal point, I can have access to more digits, and those digits are zeros only. You can put at least 5 to 6 zeros over here. Keep in mind, you should leave the space at the beginning only, so that you can fix 5 to 6 zeros over there. Now after taking the zeros, first step will be move the 0 next to the 9, so number will become 90. Even if I am using color sketch pens here to represent, but while solving yourself, you should use only pen, blue or black in color. Now check out the table of 37. Any number which is less than 90 but closer to 90, less but close, and that number is 74. If you see, 74 is the number which is close to 90 but less. So at what place 74 comes? That is 2's. That's why those numbers in a pink are there, to check out what will be my quotient, and my quotient is getting 2. So I'm going to write 2 as a quotient here after decimal point, and I will write 74 below the 90. Now do the subtraction. Answer is 16. Now take down your next 0. As we have a good number of zeros, so we can keep having 0 each time whenever the remainder is found to be non-zero. Like in this case 16 is a remainder and which is a non-zero. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to take a extra 0, a new 0 here. Now after having this 0, what we are going to do, we are going to check the new number, that is 160, in the table of 37 again. So are you able to identify which number is smaller than 160 but close to 160 in table of 37? And the correct choice is 148. If you have discovered it, then you did excellent job. Now, as it is less than 148 and it stands at 4th position in a table, that is 37 fours are, so 4 will go in a quotient and we will subtract 160 from 148. So this subtraction will result into 12. Next time I will again take a 0 down. Now this is a third 0 I am taking down because my remainder is non-zero from previous subtraction. Now again repeat the activity from the previous one, that is find the number which is closer and less than 120, and yes, it is 111. It comes at 3's, so I am going to write 3 in the quotient and 111 here below 120 in subtraction. Now what I'm gonna do is subtraction, that is 9. Then put zeros up here. While doing such kind of subtractions, be aware of your borrows. Borrows are much important here. Now take the next 0 down because 9 is again not subtracted or will be subtractable from 37. But after taking a 0, the 9 will become 90 and that will be possibly subtracted from 37 at 2's. Now I'm writing 2 there, writing 74 below 90, doing a subtraction, and my answer will be 16. Had you find the same one up again? Did we have same the remainder previously? Look into the previous divisions and check out for the same remainder. Do you had it? Then put 0 again. Again look into the table of 37 and we know that at 148 it comes with 160, which is less than 160. So 148 will be subtracted from 160. And not to forget to write the quotient. Our quotient is 4. Now do the subtraction here. After doing the subtraction, my answer will be 12. I can have again 0 because after decimal point which we have used, after this decimal point which we have used, we can have as many zeros as we want to finish our calculation down here. Why we are keep having these zeros? Because our remainder after each subtraction is not coming 0, and when it will come 0 by itself after doing the subtraction, we won't need these zeros again. Till then, keep having new zeros from up there to down here after every remainder. Now again look out for the 120 in the table, that is 111. After doing the subtraction, you get the remainder as a 9 again. Now have you noticed? You are getting the same remainder over and over again. We will put our quotient from the previous subtraction, that is 3. And now check out for the repetition pattern here. If you observe carefully, you will be able to find out that 90 had appeared 2 times before this 9 appears. Even though if you check out here, 160 had appeared previously also, as well as 120. So this thing is getting in a repetition. That means the same remainders are going to appear again and again. That will make this division endless. That means it will be keep continued without finding any zeros as remainder. Such kind of divisions are known as recurring one. That's why if you check the quotient, in a quotient also you will find there is a recurring set of digits, that is 243 and 243. Do you see? You do not need to draw these arrows and stars. You do not need to do. These I have used only to help you to sway your attention towards some specific point, to just represent the repetition which is going on here. You do not need to draw such a symbols here. Okay? But you may draw these lines, or even if you do not, that's still okay. Now we will leave this division unfinished here only, as we have found there is a repetition going on with each subtraction. Then how do we finalize our answer? To finalize our answer, we will first write the question. Our question was 9 over 37, which is equals to my quotient, that is 0.243, and as we know this is a repetitive pattern, recurring one, so I will put dot 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 afterwards, which shows recurring, endless division. Now let's give it a proper form, that is 0.243, and draw a horizontal line over the repeating set of digits, that is 243. Do not forget to box your final answer. I hope student you have understood the answer of a question 1. Now let's solve the question number 2. What we are going to do in question number 2? Very same activity, that is long division. Let's have question number 2. Don't forget to write the question number appropriate. That will help you to check your own answers. We have 18, which is divided by 42. Now you can simplify this fraction, give the simplest form to it. We know both appears in the table of 6. Correct. This is a 6 3s are, and that is 6 7s are 42. So you solve for 18 upon 42 or solve for 3 upon 7, both will bring the same answer. This kind of simplification and doing it is always a necessary part of your answer. Let's put a question mark because that is what we are going to solve here. Now 7 is your divisor and 3 is going to be your dividend. Now you are all aware of the table of 7. In the table of 7, 3 is not there. So put 0 in a quotient, then subtract 0 from the 3 and write 3 as a remainder. Now you know that there are no more digits after the 3, but our division is not completed yet. Then what shall we do? We shall put a decimal point in the quotient as well as in the dividend. Now keep in mind, draw your decimal point visible and clean, and you should stay neat and clean along with it. Now you can put as many zeros as you want. After decimal, there can be limitless zeros one can have or use, but we will keep at least 5 to 6 zeros minimum, or sometimes you can have more also, say 7. There is a no fixed count how many zeros one shall use, but you shall use it as many as possible. Then put the 0 down as your next step. Then 3 with a 0 will be read as 30. In the table of 7, is there is any number which is less than 30 but close to 30? Start telling tables to yourself. Recall it, everyone. And the correct answer is 4s are 7 4s are 28, which is smaller than 30 but close to 30. And the answer of a subtraction will be received by taking a borrow, because 0 cannot be subtracted, 8 cannot be subtracted from 0. So I take the borrow from 3, 3 becomes 2 and the 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 8 I will have 2, and then 2 minus 2 I will have answer 0. Now take the next 0 down. By having next 0 down, 2 with a 0 will be read as 20. Now any number less than 20 in the table of 7, that is 2s are 14. Now again perform the subtraction with borrow and your answer will be 6. Now take the next number, that is 0. See that 0 is coming up here. Then less than 60 but close to 60 in the table of 7, that is 8s are 56. Do the subtraction. Then subtraction is 4. Take the next 0 down. Again think in the table of 7, less than 40 but close to 40. 5s are correct, that is 35. Will be subtracted from 40 and answer is 5. Very good, everyone. Keep going on unless and until you find the remainder as a 0 only. Till then you will keep doing this same process without stopping. Getting it, everyone? This may use many steps, but keep a patience. You will definitely find the answer sooner than you expect. Sometimes carrying such a number of lengthy calculations may make you feel irritated, but by practicing it, you will become strong in mathematics. So we know that less than 7 is less than 50 in the table of 7. There is only one number, that is 49, less than 50 but close to 50 in the table of 7. Answer of the subtraction is 1. Take the next 0 down. Again do the subtraction, that is at the ones are 7, and the subtraction will come with answer. Yes, everyone? 3, correct. And then we are going to put one more 0 after the 3. Now do you see, students, this 3 is getting repeated here as a remainder. See? Now if you think at the fourth question, that is 7 4s are 28, subtraction from this 30 will be as same as of like this, leaving the remainder 2 over here below the 30. That means this 30 will getting subtracted by 28 and keeping the remainder 2 like the previously. See? Then you can have, as I told, you can have as many zeros as you want. So you can put one more 0 here because your division is not completed yet. Then what happens next? Next, what else? 14 will come here, isn't it? Because there is a repetition now started. And you see the subtraction is with 6, that is you had earlier also. See, the same thing is happening again. So what does it represents? It represents that now the division is going with recurring division. That means the remainder is never going to be 0, even though the same remainder will start appearing again and again. So as we had performed 2 more divisions, then I have put it 4 and 2 for those questions. And now as it is not finished yet, so I will put extra dots behind it, which will show us that division is not ended, that is in a continuous. Those extra dots shows that. Those are just dots, not decimal point. Then what exactly is my answer at the end? So at the end you will find your answer for 18 over 42, which is as same as of 3 over 7, will be equals to 0.4285142 which is equals to 0.42851. Are we forgetting some number? Yes, the 7. See, sometimes we teacher may forget something, but as we focus and we find our mistakes, we can correct it before we finish our answer. So be focused and keep correcting yourself, and that is what is your final answer. Don't forget to put box to your final answer. Understood? I hope you better understood. Okay, let's try the next question now. Now, our next question. Are you exhausted? You can pause the video and go drink some water and come back. We have a lots of things to do. Next question is question number 3. The question is 9 upon 14 is equals to how much? Now 14 is divisor, 9 is dividend. Now as we know, 9 is smaller than 14, so I will put 0 in a quotient. 0 will get subtracted from 9 and your answer will be 9 itself. As the process of division is not completed, I will put decimal points in the quotient and a divisor, in dividend, because why? Because there are no more digits in the question. Then what is the benefit of putting this decimal point? As you have observed in previous examples, we can have as many zeros as we want over here, so that we may finish the answer, we may find the remainder as a zero somewhere. Then take the next zero down. As we know the process, it becomes 90. In the table of 14, any number closer to the 90, less than 14, that is 6 84. On subtraction gives you answer 6. Don't forget the calculation with borrow. If you don't know, check the previous sum. You can repeat the video. Now take the 0 down. Now again think of the table of 14. 14 4s are 48. Subtract it. It will be 12. Next number is next. Take the next 0 down. On having next 0 down, think of the table of 14 again. Eights are 112, which is a smaller but closer to the 120, leaving the remainder as 8. Take the next 0 down. Now if you see here, this is a fourth 0 which we are having here. You don't need to draw this arrow, it is only for your reference. Now in the table of 14, less than 80 but close to 80, we know that is 4s, correct? No? Then correct, it is 5s, 70. Very good everyone, excellent. Subtraction is 10. Then go ahead, don't stop, keep doing it. Now you are started to getting it. Take the next 0. Very good. Then 14, in table of 14, 7s, 98. Very good everyone, you are started getting it. Then subtraction is 2. Take the next number, that is next 0. Now after having this next 0, what you are going to do? Again think in the table. Then 14 is the only number which is less than 20, so 14 ones are 14, and here you will get 14, the subtraction, and the answer will be 6. Then take one more 0. Now I take the one more 0. Why we are keep having these zeros? Because our division is not ended, the remainder is not coming as 0, so we have to be patient unless and until we find some repetition pattern in our answer. Yes everyone, start looking out for any repetition if it is there. Now 60, will be subtracted from 48 because 14 4s are 68. So I will write my quotient 4 here, and I have already mentioned 48 down. Now do the subtraction. On doing the subtraction, you will find answer is 12. Then have another 0. Have you started to look for repetition already? If not, then start looking for it. Then again it comes 112. Start looking for repetition, everyone. Elsewise you will be keep doing it without stopping ever. We have to stop somewhere. But to stop, we need to find out if there is any repetition. The remainder, the subtraction is getting repeated. The same subtraction is coming again and again. Check out for it. Have you found? Of course you did found it. That, see, this 60 is getting repeated over here, and after that you getting the same 12 over here. You are getting same number 8 over here. That is what is your recurring pattern in the subtraction of a division. And that is also visible in your quotient. If you look at the quotient, this 4 is appearing here again, that 8 is appearing here again. So next number will be definitely yes, as you all suspected. So have you understood, everyone? Good. So now put the extra dots which shows answer is not finished. It is still going on. And now finalize your answer. So your answer will be yes, that is 9 upon 14 is equals to 0.64857148 which is equals to 0.648571. Now do you see this 4 is getting repeated, correct? So I will draw a line from 4 till the 1, because after that I will get the 4 again. So this set of digit is a recurring set. Thank you, everyone. Remaining sums we will see in the next video. Don't forget to watch this video again if you have any doubt. Put a box to the final answer. Thank you, everyone. Let us meet you in the next video.